Hey YouTube, and welcome back for my second video. Here I have my roommate with me.
It's me, Shubhang Gimre.
And let's jump right into this video. As you have seen in the title of the video, how to bulk in college, I came up with a list of 5 tips that make the process a lot easier to bulk in college.
Yes, and in addition to that, we've also added our personal experience and perspective regarding the bulking series.
Tip number one. So have a vision for yourself. So what I mean by that is have a set goal. For me, for example, I weighed 190 pounds and my set goal for this bulk is 220. It helps when you have that vision, so then you could guide yourself through the process. And then everybody's body is different, so some people need to put on a little more size than others. So it does vary from person to person.
Yeah, as Bo mentioned, once you have a goal, I say you guys to start right away with the process. You don't want to wait for anyone.
Okay, so next on the list is tip number 2. So what I wrote down here is body calculator. So what that is you want to go to Google or there are specific apps for this, and they're going to have you import your height, weight, and then it's going to give you a baseline, so the recommended calories to maintain your weight. So what I recommend is you add 200 calories to that set calories they tell you, and you'll start to gain weight from there. And then like gradually keep adding 200 calories, and then maybe I'd say like in 2-week intervals until you reach your set goal like I was talking about before.
Yeah, when he says that the calorie intake per day and being like 200 extra, that means you have to be in calorie surplus. And when you're in calorie surplus, you want to track your macros too. So basically by macros we mean your protein intake, your carbohydrate intake, and your fat intake.
Yeah, so when he's saying by like protein, so proteins are mostly in your meats, like your steak, your chicken. Your fats are definitely in the nut sources, so like peanuts, almonds, such like that. And then lastly, so starches and pasta, that's like a general carbs. Tip number 3. So a lot of people ask me, how did I put on so much weight in a short period of time? And usually my first question to them is, how many meals a day do you eat? And usually the response is 2 to 3. Personally, what I did, I ate 4 to 6 meals, and it was a lot easier to spread my calories because on this bulk you're going to be eating a lot of calories, and it helps to segment it and not eat bad calories, because when you eat only 2 to 3 meals you're going to be hungry and eat like a whole bag of Doritos to get those extra calories in, and you definitely don't want to do that.
Yes, I completely can relate my past month to what Bo's saying. I just going for 2 heavy meals, and after those heavy workout I was like snacking a lot in between. I was getting the unhealthy diet. So you guys should be eating like more food instead of going for those high volume food.
How'd you feel after like eating 4 to 5 meals? Did you feel a lot more like energy?
Yeah, it was a lot more energy. Even like personally right now when I go to the gym, I feel stronger, I can lift heavier, that makes a lot of difference.
Yeah, especially when you're in a routine, guys, you can spread out. Like I usually try to eat my meals around the same time. It's just a lot easier to track everything as well. Tip number 4.
Look at this.
There we go. Okay, whole foods. So how do you get these whole foods? How do you get all these calories in college? Because it could definitely, it's expensive. It could definitely be a trouble. So definitely at like major universities or any university, they have dining halls, and usually the food's not the best for your health. It could definitely be greasy, oily, etc. So what we recommend is going to your closest market, creating a budget that you can afford. And I know you have experience with this because you had to do it last year.
Yeah, I personally, instead of eating outside food like those snacks and all that, I just used to like go to like Walmart and get my grocery. I used to get like bunch of eggs, healthy food, and I used to like use the school's kitchen to prepare my food when I ran out of money. Yeah, and it really helped me.
Yeah, definitely. That's another like problem with it. If you don't have a place to cook, You're lucky, honestly, if you get a sink, which we have a sink, which is pretty nice, but that's about it. But we have a sink down the hall, so probably in a future video we'll show you what we usually pick up from the store, and like he said, Walmart, usually like cheaper places like Walmart, even Target. It's really beneficial to getting good quality food rather than eating the greasy stuff from the school. Tip number 5. Okay. So this whole process is a long-term goal, not a short-term goal. It takes time. Like you see my face a little bit chubby right now, but I guarantee you guys it won't last. The feeling is incredible when you're on a bulk. You feel so strong. You look good with the t-shirt. That's what counts, especially like here since it's cold. Like nobody sees you without a shirt on, so it doesn't even matter.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah, and I can also tell you my experience, 6 months back, I was like quite skinny. I was not like strong. I had the 6-pack ab, but that didn't really help me. But at this point, I'm bulking, I have some fats, but I definitely feel strong. As Bo was mentioning, the feeling you get when you're bulking, like the strength, that's incredible, man. You gotta try this.
Yeah, I know, muscles, let me tell you, they're the best thing to have. You feel great, your confidence stuff, it goes up, and I want to help you guys with this process.
Yeah.
So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Me and my roommate here, it was fun. Did you enjoy filming this video with me? We're in our dorm right here, as you can see. We actually got fortunate enough, we have a 4-person dorm, and there's only 2 of us, so we have a lot of room, which is nice. And then we'll probably go hit legs later today. I'd say in future videos we'll put more workouts and all that stuff in there. Probably do some voiceovers, but which is convenient. I can honestly see our gym, so it's
right across the street.
Yeah, it's right across the street. But lastly, make sure you like, subscribe. I'll drop my social media below again. Yeah, I'll put his right here. So make sure you follow him. Thumbs up the video. Hopefully this one was a little better than the last one. And I'll see you next. Yeah, definitely. Maybe since you heard it. But I'll see you next time.